legal.
So having a sign is very important.
Good to know.
And you notice that we have no sign. Mr. B, do you have a security system at your home?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
good. Well, we know where you can rob tonight, boys.
Let's not say too much.
Now, if he gets robbed tomorrow, you know,
Thanks,
she's gonna
Rhett.
be,
Yeah.
well, Rhett, this is Sheriff Lower, and we got a problem here. You sit on the air, you're gonna go over there, and you did. Of course, now you just announced to the world that you don't have a security system, do you,
Oh, well, you know,
They're
they'll
gonna-
have to find out for themselves.
Mr. B?
They'll have to find out for themselves.
We didn't
And-
talk
and
Do
by
you
the
have
way-
a gun, Mr. B?
But yes, I have two of them.
and 3
Good.
Rottweilers.
So can you carry them?
Nope, I don't want to carry
Well, I would prefer that you would.
it.
No, seriously.
Well,
I would even pay for your classes. We'll even buy you a gun that you could. I don't trust myself with a gun because I'm an emotional human being.
No, I'm around you a lot. Do you want to pay for my classes and buy me a
Okay.
gun?
You don't have.
Are you legal?
No, but I.
You know, you're
considering
coming to
being-
the age that where, as a preacher, you should have one on your person
Yeah.
because there's a bunch of weirdos out there.
Well, when the guy died at the Grove, I thought about it because what the guy,
What Grove?
the owner, the bartender,
He didn't die.
or shot. I'm sorry, he didn't. Thank
Jeez,
God he didn't
Willikers,
die.
you're letting everybody in Bureau. Now they're all going, we didn't know he died.
I'm
There's
sorry.
tens of thousands of people now
I
who are already making
misspoke.
funeral plans.
I misspoke. When he was shot, I thought about it because what I heard happened is
Mhm.
he was trying to break up a fight.
Right.
And that's a scenario that I am put in sometimes where I'm breaking up a fight outside of a
And the
bar.
guy was carrying a pistol.
What do cops hate? What's the number one thing? Ask a cop what he hates.
He shot a little bullet missile.
Yes. No, he
What
shot with a pistol.
What
Yeah.
a pistol. What does a cop hate the worst about going to? It's a domestic
Yes,
dispute.
exactly. Yes.
More cops get shot at domestic disputes,
Oh, I'm sure.
and that's why now, if you call the cops, which is too bad because fewer people are calling the cops, I guess. But if you, right now we have a dispute in here right now, we call the cops. Somebody has to go to jail.
That's right.
Somebody.
and it's high,
Somebody's gonna hurt you tonight.
and it's just high emotion. I
Oh,
mean,
the night is through.
okay. Number 2.
Okay, Dan.
We've talked that one through.
That's true.
Okay, number 2. Another sign worth posting: beware of
Yeah,
beware of dog.
that's what I was
Burglars
saying.
hate dogs not only because they bite, but also because they bark, attracting attention. True. Spot can't call the cops, but he can persuade a crook to
And I'll tell you 2 other things. It doesn't matter how big the dog is as long as it's noisy.
Yeah.
People don't want to be, they don't want noise, whether it's a yapper that's not going to
Yeah.
bite or whether it's a big dog that's going to bark. And the second thing people do is they put dog dishes out even if they don't have a dog.
Yeah, another secret is to buy, if a woman's living alone, buy a big 15-inch pair of men's work boots.
Yes.
Put them on your front near your front door. Seriously, that'll work, you know.
That just tickled Beth.
Then my friends will have some questions about my lifestyle.
You can post it on your Facebook, the boots, and then just say, he's home tonight.
When it comes to dogs, I have some sad news, though. A few years ago, maybe 11, 12 years ago, Gary and Donna Wheeler adopted a little Chewy, a little Maltese. They've had him for 12, 13 years, but yesterday they were visiting their cottage in upstate New York. They're working on the house, and the dog ran out into traffic. He was killed instantly. And little Chewy was such a sweet, sweet little puppy dog. So I almost, matter of fact, I wonder what's the matter with him. I'm waking up in the night thinking about Chewy. I swear to God, I woke up in the night thinking about Chewy. Something's wrong with a guy when he's waking up thinking about somebody else's dog, you know? No, but really,
Crying
You're a
yourself up there,
sensitive
yeah.
man.
well, it is. What am I doing? I love that little puppy, though. I
Yeah.
love dogs
I understand.
because they're,
Yeah.
forget about humans. They need to wear signs that say, watch out, I bite. Not dogs, people. The people need to wear the signs that say, watch out, I bite.
My brother lost his bunny recently, and my wife was crying all day long. I mean, she was just in tears. Yeah.
What'd the bunny die of?
He got sick. He had gastro problems, and sometimes he just,
Really?
yeah.
You know, I've speaking of bunnies, I went to Publix to get a Easter card for my aunt and uncle, and we had to get an Easter card for somebody else. I forget who it was, but anyway, so I'm in there, and everything was Easter bunnies and rabbits, and I'm going, where's Jesus?
Yeah.
There were 4
Yeah.
cards that were a hint of religion.
Yeah.
The fact there's about the resurrection. You know, it's like, what's going wrong in our society? Well, remember Hallmark? And I made a little video I posted on Facebook. It got about 700 views, but the fact that when I was doing that music for Call Me Mrs. Miracle,
Mm.
and the producer got on the phone with me and I sent it up to him, they said, well, it has Jesus in your Christmas song. We need to edit that out or turn the volume down or something because Hallmark, this is what she said. She said, Hallmark is not about Jesus. Hallmark is about Santa Claus and Christmas cards. There are people actually out there going, yeah, we don't want to talk about Jesus at Christmas. It's Christmas time. I mean, there are nitwits out there that really don't understand. This is the Christian holiday.
Well,
It's not about rabbits and little, what do you call those little Easter egg bunnies or little chicks, you know? What the
Yeah.
hell is going on with our society? That's it. Hell. Hell is visiting us. You should be preaching it.
One thing that's
Repent, ye sinners.
One thing that's funny to me too is that there's so much hypocriticalness. No, hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. Thank you.
Hey, that's
And,
about as good as my missile.
Yeah, it was hypocrisy. There's so much hypocrisy with this because okay,
Actually, yours was worse than mine. At least I said a word.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'll admit
You were
I was
stuttering.
worse.
For a preacher, stuttering?
But I knew
You're
mine.
fired.
I knew mine was a mistake. You just stuck to yours. That's the difference.
He
You
does it
stuck to
all
your
the time.
guns or your missiles.
Well, because if you stick to it, people will be a lie. They believe a lie. Well, did you know, Martha, that you're supposed to say missile, not missile? Well, I know because Mr. Palmer was on the radio this morning. He said it's missile.
I don't
I
want
didn't know
people
that.
to believe a lie. I want people to know the truth. The truth
Hypocrisy?
shall set them
We got a
free.
new word, hypocrisy.
So either way, hypocrisy. In the hypocrisy, my point is that here you've got Christians known for censorship, and liberals saying you shouldn't censor. But then when it comes to things like AD, BC, well, who's doing the censor? Who's doing the revisionist history? Now it's the liberals trying to take out the Christian roots. I don't care whether you like it or not. I don't care whether it's your religion or not. That's history. And when you're changing history, you're making a mistake. It's the same reason when Christians say, oh, it's not Easter. I don't like Easter because it's pagan roots. Well, that's the historical name.
Right.
The historical
Well,
name is Easter.
now that Trump is in office, we know that political correctness has gone.
I hope so.
Yeah, because it just got ridiculous, you know.
I'm really concerned about what you were saying, but I think what's happening, we Americans are getting to be very comfortable, and money is a big, important object in our life. So therefore, because we're comfortable, we're interested in bunnies and all. But when we have a tragedy, we go to God and Jesus.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And it is true that bunnies are cuter than an empty tomb. You know, in terms of the visual, let's be honest.
Or a bloodied man who was beaten beyond description.
Well, and that's a Good Friday card more than an Easter card.
How come we don't have Good Friday cards?
Do we not have Good Friday cards?
I think
I never saw one in my whole life.
It's always been a pet peeve of mine that people don't want to commemorate Good Friday.
Right.
They want to skip right over it, right to Easter.
Right. Let's go to number 3 because people are hanging on the edge of their seats.
All right, number
Well,
3.
you are.
13 home security secrets you should know about according to Reader's Digest. I probably shouldn't even acknowledge this from Reader's Digest because now they're already getting frantic calls from attorneys saying, hey, we gotta shut this Palmer guy up here. He's like reading our thing. And what, you dumb butts, why don't you let me read it? Because I'm giving free advertisement to Reader's Digest. I mean, look at this book right here. Right here. Pull this book up. See this book here?
You're getting in
See
an
this-
argument. You don't even
see
know
this-
what's happening.
See this great one-liner? This great one-liner? I bought this out of Books A Million. I go out there. I mentioned a couple of times on the air that the first day I mentioned it on the air that I had it, that couple times that day. And they said they had a group of people that were out there buying those one-liner books because they're only $10 each. They're really great, funny, and nothing. A merry heart makes you feel like medicine and all that stuff. Number 3, professional systems can cost upward of $600. $600? I didn't know you could get them that cheap.
Yeah, seriously.
$600
bad.
in instant. So all of a sudden you're sitting there with your cell phone all down. Bing!
You're supposed to disarm that when you're home.
Huh?
You're supposed to disarm that part when you're home.
No, well,
The motion detector. If you're home, you're going to detect motion, so you should disarm that part when you're
this
home.
is for the studio.
Gotcha.
So all night.
I stand corrected. Next, number 4.
You're sitting-
Number 4, if you do sign up with an alarm company, know that service contracts can be hard to cancel.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So- I go with Complete Electric, Complete Alarm, and they've been a gem to work with. And of course, they're sponsors of our show. So we want to go with complete electric, complete alarm.
Gotcha.
And they do. Matter of fact, we've had to let go of other systems, and we like complete electric, complete alarm.
Read the contract.
Certain contracts even have automatic renewal clauses that require you to cancel at a very specific time, or you're stuck for another 3 years. Well, they don't do that at Complete Electric, Complete Alarm. They're honest. Garrett is the owner of Complete Electric, Complete Alarm, and they're honest, good people. Number 5, for about $150, you can buy and install an off-the-shelf home security system yourself.
Mhm.
Most are wireless, easy to set up, and require no special mounting hardware.
Simple, safe.
I wonder how many of us though are being, we don't understand. Good people don't understand. Is like they're bad people out there. Now I'm the chief of naivety. I really am. So this weekend on YouTube or it was Facebook, I'm watching. They have a series of this. They took a phone and they put some sort of a device in it, a slight electrocution you get when you pick it, when you hold it, when somebody presses a button somewhere. So they put, this man goes and pretends he's fallen asleep on a park bench and puts his cell phone next to him. This guy walks around. They're videotaping from a van, and they see him. He walks back. He walks forward. So he goes over. He takes his cell phone, and then he's walking along. Of course, then from the van they push the button, and he drops it. Then he goes to pick it up again, and and then they drive by and say, "That's our cell phone." Oh, okay, man. He holds his hands up. But this happened time and time again with different people. I thought, to run into one thief. But this was a constant barrage of thieves. I'm thinking, and I said, now look at the way they look. I said, look at that guy. He looks trashy. There you go. Maybe you do need to judge a book by its cover. I mean, maybe we should need to go back to having an elitist society. You look like a bum. You're a bum. Because I was said, watch these, Rhett, because I'm so naive. I think everybody's good and everybody's nice and everybody's not nice.
Well, I think first of all, you shouldn't judge anyone. And you can judge a book by its cover, but don't try to judge a person by its cover.
Well, book covers sell books.
Yeah, book covers, really important, and because they stay on your shelf.
That's what they call it, cover up.
Yeah, but when it comes to people, you can discern. You don't have to judge someone to discern. Okay, this is a common mistake I think people make, right? If I'm walking into an alley and I see this person with a hood and they're looking very mischievous.
You're going to think to yourself, boy, am I dumb? What am I doing walking down this alleyway right now?
Yeah, I might discern this is not a safe place for me and be able to move. And I can do that without judging that person at all. I don't have to say that person is a criminal. Well, that's a judgment. I don't have to do that. I can just say, no, I discern that there's a risk involved in being in front of this person because I don't know who they are.
Well, that's interesting what you're talking about, because there is a difference between judging and discerning. And discerning means, how is it affecting me? Why does it matter that somebody is dressed a certain way?
Yeah.
If it doesn't affect me, just forget about it. But why are we judging all the time? Because we're comparing.
Well, and because we have probably all been stung by something that makes us judge.
Yeah.
In other words, if I'm walking down an alley and there's a group of shaven head, Nazi symbol tattooed to their forehead, and they're walking around in a shirtless vest, and
you're going to come on and say, "Hey, do you have an extra Hostess Twinkie for me today?"
Because I've been probably programmed to think that that's a dangerous situation that I might be walking into, whether it be because of TV or media or stories I've read or actual altercations that you've had as a person. I think we do prejudge, and I don't know that that's such a bad thing for realistic life, realistic survivalship. I mean,
I wonder what really happened with that.
Don't you sum people up
Trayvon
if you're walking to people, or don't you kind of try to get yourself in some sort of a mindset? Because if you don't, I almost think you're asking for a bit for being undefensive.
But it's too bad. Look, I heard this black man say in a major city. He says, when I see another black man coming down the street late at night, I go to the other side of the street, and he's a black guy. Well, now that's pretty bad.
That's bad.
Well, and I think that it's unnecessary to judge. It's just the thing, and you could say it's helpful, but I think it can be just as harmful.
You're wearing that preacher's clerical.
Well, no,
it can be just as harmful, because here's the problem. I'm not saying non-judgment versus judgment. I'm saying judgment versus discernment, and there's a difference. And the reason that it's important is because judgment, you solidify your belief. You have judged that person. You have now solidified that is who that person is. Discernment, it's much easier in a different situation to go, oh, no, actually, it looks like it's
Well,
going a different way.
and to tidy up what I said and to add to what you're saying would be I'm judging the appearance of a situation. I'm not necessarily looking at that person and saying that person is a bad person. That person is going to cause me harm. I'm looking at a group of people dressed a certain way
Sure.
that immediately sparks some sort of fear in me.
Have you ever seen the movie Crash, by the way?
Yes, I have.
Oh, how was it?
It was great. Yeah, I watched it actually
I
because.
bought it, never watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It does a great job of dealing with some of these issues and talking about the race relations
Now let's
specifically.
assume that there was a bunch of, like I said, maybe Nazi skinhead looking guys coming down the road.
Yeah.
If those same guys were in suits and ties, would I be as nervous?
No.
Hey, listen.
So is it the people I'm judging or is it the image of the people I'm judging?
Yeah, hold on. We're going to have to continue this discussion on the other side of the news because it's time for a break, I believe, even though Mr. B is not flailing his arms or calling me obscene names. Why are you not calling me obscene names today, Mr. B? What's going on there? 13 home security secrets. We'll talk about this off the air. Okay, 13 home security secrets you should know about. We'll continue this conversation with the American Life of Chuck.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Center for Advanced Eye Care. Find doctors that genuinely care about your eye care.
That's such a good subject because we all are observing what's around us.
I haven't heard Dr. Tim Ioannidis ad lately, the one we talks
Well,
about
and one of
Treasure
my
Coast
points of like the
dermatology.
discernment
He
thing
talks
is that
about
like,
getting a body scan
when
once a year.
people
Dr.
make a
Tim
judgment
Ioannidis,
about
Treasure
something,
Coast
they kind of
dermatology.
stick to it even when it ends up not being true. And that can be harmful. Like if you have this guy that you think is dangerous and you judge that, so you're running this way
Let me ask
into
you something as a
danger.
preacher. If I'm judging danger on myself, is that the same as judging a person's
Probably
character?